Hello, and thanks for joining us for Cooking at Christmas with Cancer Pathways Midwest. Today, we're going to explore a sugar coma. We're making sugar cookies. So get ready, you're in for a treat. Now, of course, it goes without saying, if you don't have the energy right now to bake, store-bought cookies are just as tasty. There are tons of places here locally that you can support, or you can just buy some from the grocery store. So let's get shopping. First, you're going to want to buy your ingredients. This is a super simple recipe that we're using today, which is just a basic sugar cookie recipe. You can use one of your own if you prefer something different. What we're going to need is 3 cups of all-purpose flour, 3/4 a tablespoon of baking powder, 1/4 a teaspoon of salt, a cup of unsalted butter, a cup of sugar, an egg, and a teaspoon of milk. Super simple, right? If you don't have those at home, then grab those from the grocery store so you're ready and prepped. All right, so now we've got all the ingredients and we're out of the Walmart. And now it's time to start the baking process. Like I said, we're going to start with flour. So put your flour in a bowl. All of your dry ingredients can go in together. You can sift those. We're going to need some butter. We want that softened, not melted. Got to get your eggs. I've got some vanilla here. Obviously, we need the salt and the baking soda, so we'll mix that together. And then we'll put it all together and we'll roll it out. Super simple. So let's start that process. Now, once you've got those going, you want to throw those in an electric mixer if you have one. If not, you can beat it by hand. It's just going to take a little bit more work. Then we're going to get started rolling this out. Now, you may see a little bit of dusty solution on my countertop. That is actually powdered sugar. And so that helps. I don't know if you've ever made cookies and they just seem to get drier and drier especially as you're rolling them out. A good way to prevent that is to use powdered sugar instead of flour. That will keep the moisture content really high and keep you from having too crumbly of cookies. So you probably noticed that all the cookie cutters that I've got out are very Christmas themed, but feel free to do whatever works for you. You may choose to use something like a biscuit cutter if you have that, or if you can't find any cookie cutters, which has always happened to me. They always seem to be in a place I forget about. Grab a cup and just use the bottom of a cup. Flip it over. Instead of drinking it, you're pressing it out, right? You're making some of those circles there. So use whatever you've got on hand, and then get those puppies on a baking sheet to go in the oven. Now for this recipe, I normally roll them out about 1/4 of an inch thick. Depending upon the thickness of your cookies, it's going to depend on how long it's going to take to cook, right? So for about 1/4 inch thick cookies, it takes about anywhere from 7 to 9 minutes until those cookies are done. You want to look at the edges. When they start to get brown, and I don't mean like super brown, I mean like just a little bit of a toast of color, then you can kind of make sure those are probably just about ready to pull out. Now, once those are done, you want to put them on a baking sheet and let them cool for a little bit before you start the frosting process. Now for the fun part, decorating. Use whatever you've got on hand. You can buy store-bought frosting or make your own. I like to use a really simple recipe of just powdered sugar, butter, and almond extract. And then pile on the sprinkles and the chocolate chips and all of the decorations. Make sure to make it your own. Finally, make sure to enjoy it. Grab a cup of hot cocoa or some coffee, sit back and enjoy the season. This is so much fun, and we only get to do this once a year, right? So enjoy, be a little indulgent, and whatever you do, I hope you all are having a wonderful, magical Christmas. From all of us at Cancer Pathways Midwest, Merry Christmas to all, and to all a great night. Happy baking. As always, if you need a little extra support this season, we've got you covered. Feel free to give us a call at 812-402-8667.